Om. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरि ओम। Let us begin with one verse as usual. I will chant, please repeat after me. Harinapi harenapi brahmanapi surairapi lalata likhita rekha परिमाष्टुं न शक्यते। टुगेदर हरिणापि हरेणापि ब्रह्मणापि सुरैरपि ललाट लिखिता रेखा परिमाष्टुं न शक्यते। हाँ, so what is the verse saying? ललाट लिखिता रेखा, रेखा लाइन, रेखा लाइन, ललाट forehead, लिखिता written, the line that is written on the forehead. What is this line written on the forehead? So in our culture, in Indian culture, we say that everyone's destiny is written on our palm and on our forehead. Correct? There are different lines on the palm, palmistry, no? They see the lines and they predict what is going to happen in your life or what must have happened in your life. In the same way, even people are there who read the face reading. Their main we believe that it is written on the forehead. So that lalata likhita rekha, the line written on the forehead, that is one's own destiny, parimashtum na shakyate. Na shakyate is not possible. Parimashtum, to be washed, to be cleaned. Means what? Whatever is there in one's destiny will happen. And who cannot do it? By whom is it not possible that the line can be cleaned? By whom? Now the first line explains that. Harina api. Even by Hari. Hari is Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu. Harena api. Even by Lord Shiva. Hara. Hara is Lord Shiva. Haraya Namaha. Hara. Hara means Lord Shiva. Brahmana api. Even by Brahma. Lord Brahma. So Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. These are three main forms of the God, isn't it? In Indian culture, in Hindu religion. By none of them, this line on the forehead can be cleaned. Suraihi api, even by other Sura. Sura means devatas, deities. Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, or if you want, you can include Ganesha, Saraswati, all the other who are not mentioned. By none of them, this line written on the forehead can be cleaned. Now somebody will say, Vedji, one doubt. What doubt? Is it right according to Vedanta? Okay. So let us understand this in context. Okay. First of all, this is not a Vedanta class, so I am not going to elaborate on this point. I am just going to give you hints and you need to think and understand this point. In Indian culture, we don't believe that everything in our life is predestined. We don't believe in that. Okay? But our life is governed by destiny. That we believe. Huh? What is this? So the destiny is a dynamic entity. Destiny is a dynamic entity. Means what? What I am facing right now at the moment in my present is the result of my past actions. But what I do with what I am facing right now will create my future, destiny. So what I face in life is destiny, agreed, but that destiny is not something which is pre-decided by someone. At every moment, I am creating my future destiny. In other words, my present is result of my past and my future is result of my past modifying in the present. I hope you are getting. So there is surely a very important role that the self-effort, Purusha Prayatna, plays. Self-effort means what? I cannot say, what to do, it's not in my destiny. Nothing like that. Destiny is created by us. Our past has resulted in our present destiny. And whatever we are doing in the present is going to result in our future destiny. That is number one. Point number two. Does God have capacity to change our destiny? Does God have capacity to change our destiny? Yes, He has. Why? He is all powerful, all knowledgeable, all pervading. He can do anything. Will He change our destiny? We don't know. You see, you understand the difference. Does He have the capacity? Yes, He has. Will He do it? We don't know. See, it is like when your child is learning something, you know the child is making mistake. But you allow the child to make mistake because you know that that is the only way the child is going to learn. Isn't it? Isn't it? You must have seen so many times. 100 times you tell the child, don't go near there, that is fire, you will get burned. Nothing. The child doesn't understand. The moment the child looks at fire, he rushes towards it. Now, few times you stop the child. Then you understand there is no point. Then what happens? The child rushes, goes closer, then gets hot, and then gets burnt or something happens, and then thereafter, never in the life, the child rushes towards the fire. True or not? Then from far only, when the child sees the fire there, from far only, fire, fire, fire. From far only the child starts to tell. Why? Experienced. Can God change our destiny? Of course He can. Will He change our destiny? We don't know. Plus, God changing our destiny is also the effect of our self-effort. God's grace is there commonly available to all. But who experiences the grace? The one who works for it. Are you getting the point? Let us give one more example to clarify this, and then we will go forward. See, sun is common for every one of us, right? Now, how many of us are using that sunlight for something? That's up to us. Suppose I make my windows and everything on north and south. So east and west I have closed. East and west, where generally the sun rays can come in the house, I have closed through the walls. Okay. And then what? Then I have kept everything closed. Then what will happen? Sunlight will not enter into my house. Sun is same. But by my effort, I have made sure that the grace of the sun is not coming to me, not reaching me. Whereas if I align myself in such a way that maximum sunlight comes, if I put solar panels, etc., so that even the sun's energy, light is converted into electric energy and that can be used, it's up to us. We can always do that. So the sun's light is same. How much we will use it depends on us. We are seeing example of fire. The fire is same. But I remain far from the fire and I am saying that, oh, it is very cold. Go near fire. Who has stopped you? Fire will give warmth to every single person. Fire is not distinguishing, oh, this person never believes in fire. I am not going to give warmth to this person. Nothing like that fire does. If you go closer to the fire, you will get the warmth. In the same way, God's grace is common. If we go closer to God, we will experience the grace. So can God change the destiny? Yes, He can. Will He? Depends on what? Depends on our actions. Do we go closer to Him? So whether it is destiny or whether it is God's grace, both these things are dependent on our self-effort. And that is what the verse is trying to emphasize on. Don't expect that the God will clean my destiny and will give everything on the platter. That is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I have to work for my own destiny, for my own life, for my own future. Will He bless or not? Of course He will bless. But for that also, I have to put efforts. Nothing will happen on its own. Are you understanding? So when this is said, Harina, Harena, Brahmana, Suraihi, Api, Lalata Likita Rekha Parimashtum na Shakyate. What it means that my destiny is in my own hands. If I want to change something in my life, I have to put efforts for it. God's grace is there to support, but I have to put efforts. Okay, please understand this in context. Right? Now what? See, Harina, Harena, Brahmana, Suraihi, all these are which vibhaktis? Tritiya vibhakti. Correct? Last session we were seeing the Tritiya vibhakti and usages of Tritiya vibhakti. Correct? Harina, Hari Shabda, Ikaranta Pullinga, Tritiya vibhakti, Harina, by Lord Vishnu, by Lord Hari. Harena, like Ramena, like Harena, Hara. Akaranta Pullinga Shabda, Lord Shiva. Hara means Shiva. So you see Hari Hara. Please remember these words. Hari Hara. Hari, Vishnu, Hara, Lord Shiva. Both mean the same. The word Hari means one who, Hara. Hara means kidnaps. Hara also means one who kidnaps. What does he kidnap? He kidnaps all our sorrows. He kidnaps all our problems. He kidnaps all our minds so that they remain focused in Him. So Harina, Harena. Brahmana. Brahman, Nakaranta, Pullinga Shabda. Brahma, no here. Pullinga Shabda. Brahmana, by Lord Brahma. Suraihi. Sura. Akaranta Pullinga Shabda. Tritiya Bahuvachan. Many. Plural we are using. No, Suraihi api. Surena Surabhyam Suraihi. Suraihi api lalata rikyata rekha parimashtum na shakyate. It is not possible, the line written on the forehead is not possible to be washed, to be cleaned. By whom? By Lord Vishnu, by Lord Shiva, by... Please don't take it to mean that they are not capable of it. Okay? I am sure I have given enough explanation to set the context right. They can, but they may not. Okay? All right. So, The line written on forehead cannot be cleaned by Lord Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma or other deities. Nowadays, lot of misconceptions, misunderstandings are coming, and it is time that we address all these issues. Okay, I am not going to take class on that. I am just trying to just show you few things. Many people who don't understand our scriptures, who don't understand our religion, culture, will come and point out different things in our scriptures. And they will say, you see, who is your Lord? Your Lord is Rama, who was crying when Sita was kidnapped. Your Lord is Shiva, who was taking the dead body of the wife Sati and roaming here and there. He could not save save his own wife. What kind of God you have? Your God is of no use. They will say all these things. Please understand the context. Please understand that every story, every single akhyayika in our scriptures is to communicate a point. All those idiots who are saying all these things have capacity to say all these things because of the grace of the same Lord. Let us not forget this point. Nobody else needs to tell us what our God can do. Okay? I am not being, harsh on that, but that is the reality of today. Those who are following what is happening in India today will understand why I am saying all these things, right? But please note this. Don't get confused. Don't get sidetracked by all these things. We respect all other religions. We accommodate all other religions. We don't say we tolerate. We don't need to tolerate. We accommodate all religions. Everybody is free to worship whichever God they want to worship. But just as we are not telling you your God is bad or your God is doing it, you don't come and tell us our God and what is the problem with our God. Okay? Get this point straight in your head, in your children's head, and in everybody's head, whoever is staying with you. Alright? So please note this point. The verse says so, does understand the context. The verse is trying to say that your destiny is in your hand. Work on it. That is the context. This is called Nahi Ninda Nyaya. In scriptures, lot of the times this Nyaya is used, called Nahi Ninda Nyaya. Nahi Ninda Nyaya means one thing will be criticized, not for criticism of that thing, but to glorify something else. Anyasya Ninda, Anyasya Stutayah. One thing is criticized not for the criticism, but to glorify something else. Let me give an example. We do all the time, we do this. If I listen to somebody singing and if I say, oh, you sing like Lata Mangeshkar. Now, if you notice, it is actually criticism of Lata Mangeshkar. Isn't it? Why? Because Lata Mangeshkar doesn't sing like this person. But that is not criticism of Lata Mangeshkar. We are trying to glorify this person singing. So many times it will happen that in the scriptures you will see that one thing will be as though criticized. But that is not for criticism of that thing, but for glorification of something else. Now here, so to say, Hari, Hara, Brahma, Sura, all of them are criticized. That none of them can wash away the line of destiny. But that is not their criticism. That is for glorification of Purusha Prayatna. Are you getting the point? Okay. Believe me, I had not planned this verse. This verse I had written long back that I am going to take it during once Tritiya Vibhakti is over. Somehow it just happened to come today, and God's grace only, what else we can say. Okay. So let us read the verse again and let us go forward. Harinapi Harenapi Brahmanapi Surairapi Lalata Likhita Rekha Parimashtum Na Shakyate. Also see how Hari, Hara, these similar looking words are used. He could have said Vishnuna Pishive Napi He could have said that it follows in the meter also, and the meaning is same, but sounds nice. No, harinapi, harenapi sounds nice. That's why those things are chosen. Let us now enter into the topic. Okay. So in the last session, we were seeing the usages of Tritiya Vibhakti. We saw few usages. First usage we saw is, what is the Karaka of Tritiya Vibhakti? Karaka, remember? Karaka, connection of word with the verb. Karana Karaka. Kartru Karaka, Prathama Vibhakti, subject of the sentence. Karma Karaka, Dvitiya Vibhakti. Karana Karaka, Tritiya Vibhakti. What is this Karana Karaka? It is the instrument. So the first usage says Upakaranarthe Tritiya. The Tritiya Vibhakti is used to show the instrument of action. Right? First. Second, Hetuarthe Tritiya, to show the cause. Shiro Vedanaya Aham Patashalam Nagachami. It shows the cause of action sometimes. Right? Then what? Third usage, Karmani Karta. In the passive construction, in the passive voice, the subject is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Object is in Prathama Vibhakti because that is more important in passive voice. But the subject goes in Tritiya Vibhakti. Ramena Sita Drishyate. Then fourth usage, Bhava Suchaka Shabdanam Yoge Tritiya. To show the feeling. The words that are used to show the feeling, with those words Tritiya Vibhakti is used. Remember what was the example taken for this? Do you remember anything? Bhava Suchaka Shabdanam Yoge. What is that? Vejig. Leave now. Why unnecessarily you want to bring all that? Santoshena Kridati. Balakaha Santoshena Kridati. The child is playing, the boy is playing happily. To show the words that are giving the feeling. Bhavasuchaka Shabdanam Yoga. Upadhi Arthe, to show the medium. Through something is happening. Through what? That will be in Tritiya Vibhakti. Ishwaraha Pushpaihi Hasati. Through flowers, the Lord is smiling. That kind of meaning, Upadhi Arthe, to show the medium. Right? Through. Continuing. Few more usages of Tritiya Vibhakti we saw. Prayana Sadhanarthe, to show the mode of transport. Dvichakrikaya. Relayanena. Right? All those usages. Prayana Sadhanarthe. Next, Yad Dhanam Diyate Tat, the price that is paid is also in Tritiya Vibhakti. Dasharupyakaihi, Shatarupyakaihi, Angarajyena, all these kinds of examples we had seen. Next, with avyas. Now this is Upapada Vibhakti usage. Upapada Vibhakti usage means the word is connected with another word. So with the avyas, Saha Sakam Sardam, along with Mitrena Saha Gacchami, Arjunena Saha, Ramena Saha, etc. Sakam, Sardam, in the same meaning. With avyas. With avyaya vina. With this avyaya called vina. Vina means without. Mitrena vina aham na gacchami. Without my friend I will not go. Dvitiya and Panchami can also be used for vina. That also we had seen. And with avyaya alam. Alam in the meaning of don't. Alam kola halena. Don't shout. Gram gaccha. Go home. Right? So these are 10 usages that we had seen of Tritiya Vibhakti. The last 3 usages are Upapada Vibhakti usages. They are showing the connection between 2 words. The rest are connecting with the verb. So this is done. Tritiya Vibhakti is done. Now let us go into the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Tritiya Vibhakti. Now the Chaturthi Vibhakti, the 4th case. The 4th case is called as dative case. Dative case. And the Karaka for Chaturthi Vibhakti is Sampradana Karaka. Sampradana. Kartru Karaka, Karma Karaka, Karana Karaka, Sampradana Karaka. First Vibhakti word is connected with the verb as subject. Dvitiya vibhakti word is connected with the verb as object. Tritiya vibhakti word is connected with the verb as instrument. Now what is the Chaturthi vibhakti word connected with the verb? It is connected as sampradana. What do you mean by sampradana? Dative case is generally used to indicate the receiver. Sampradana, to whom we are giving something. Ask question for whom, kasmai, to the verb, and you will get the answer. Okay, that is the main usage of Chaturthi vibhakti. So in the context of prepositions that we are using in English, Prathama vibhakti doesn't have any preposition. Dvitiya vibhakti has preposition to object of the sentence. Tritiya vibhakti has preposition by or through, with. These kind of prepositions are there for Tritiya vibhakti. What are the Chaturthi vibhakti usage prepositions? For this person I am doing this, or for this reason. All those kinds of usages will be there for Chaturthi vibhakti. Karaka is sampradana karaka, to whom something is given. Pradana means to give, sampradana means to give nicely. So to whom something is given, that is how the word is connected to the verb. Kasmai. Now let us see the usages. First usage, of course, is the main usage of karaka, sampradanarthe chaturthi. Sampradanarthe means what? Receiver of something. Example, balihi vamanaya bhumim dadati. Balihi. Who is Bali? Mahabali. Mahabali was there, no? The king. Right? Supposed to be, they say, was the king of Kerala. Though it is not according to the scriptures, that is not what is said. But they say like that. Vamanaya, to Vamana, for Vamana, bhumim dadati, gives the bhumi. Bhumi means earth, piece of land. You know the story, no? Vamana avatar story. One of the 10 avatars of Mahavishnu came as small Batu, small boy. After Upanayana came, Bali was doing the Yajna Yaga, etc. And he asked for 3 feet of land. And Shukracharya, the guru of Rakshasas, the guru of Mahabali, said, don't, this is Mahavishnu, he is trying to, catch you. Mahabali said, so what? If Bhagavan himself has come and asking for something, how can I not give? So he said, I give you 3 feet of land. So they say, this Vamana, small boy, the word also Vamana means small. This Vamana suddenly became huge. And in 1 feet, he measured the entire earth. In the 2nd feet, he measured the entire rest of the world, rest of the universe. And then he asked Mahabali, where should I put my 3rd feet? Mahabali said, put it on my head. That is the place that is remaining. So it is said that 3rd feet Vamana put on the Mahabali's head and pushed him alive into the Sutala Loka, the worlds which are below earth. And it is said that Vamana Bhagavan, Mahavishnu, is protecting this Mahabali there in that world. Why? Because this Mahabali is going to become the next Indra. Next Indra is going to become. Okay. So, Balihi Vamanaya Bhumim Dadati. To whom is it given? For whom is it given? That is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Vamanaya. See, so far we have seen, when we were seeing the usages of different Vibhaktis, we have seen many words. Now, I am sure many of you have this confusion as to what is the form of each Vibhakti. But the form is not fixed. That is why we have seen so many things. Harina is one form of Tritiya Vibhakti. Harena is a different form, but still it is Tritiya Vibhakti. How are those forms coming? That we will see at the end of Saptami. All 7 Vibhaktis are over, we will see. But at least you will get familiar with all these things. Ramaha, Prathama Vibhakti. Ramam, Dvitiya Vibhakti. Ramena, Tritiya Vibhakti. Ramaya, Chaturthi Vibhakti. So far, at least by hearing, these words are familiar. Ramaya in the same way, Vamanaya. Vamanaya, Chaturthi Vibhakti. So, Balihi Vamanaya Bhumim Dadati. Parashuramaha Shri Ramaya Shaktim Dadati. Parashuramaha, the previous incarnation of Vishnu, before Sri Rama. And that, again, that story is there. Parashurama's avatar was about to end, and Sri Rama broke the Shiva Dhanusha, the huge bow of Lord Shiva, and got married to Sita ji. And then as they were going back to Ayodhya, Parashurama came and asked, who broke this Shiva Dhanusha? If you are so powerful, try and put that string, try and string that Vishnu Dhanusha, which is with me, which was with Parashurama. Sri Rama said, no problem, give me. Easily he took it. Why? Because Sri Rama is Vishnu Bhagwan's avatar only. No? Then Parashurama immediately understood that this is Vishnu's avatar. So his Shakti, all the powers which had come from Vishnu Bhagwan as avatar, he gave it back to Sri Rama. And then he retired to do tapas. That is the story. So Parashuramaha Sri Ramaya Shaktim Dadati. Now here please note, Balihi Bhumim Dadati. Balihi Prathama. Bhumim Dvitiya. Dadati verb. Means what? Subject Balihi, object Bhumim, Dadati verb. Sentence is complete. But Dadati means to give. To whom it is given, that is in Chaturthi Vibhakti, not in Dvitiya Vibhakti. There is a possibility that it can come in Dvitiya Vibhakti, but it does not come in Dvitiya Vibhakti. That is the speciality of Chaturthi Vibhakti. Same way here you see, Parashuramaha Shaktim Dadati. Parashuramaha subject, Shaktim object, Dadati gives verb. Subject, object, verb. To whom the power is given, that, to whom it is given, that comes in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Are you understanding? To whom something is given. Aham tubhyam dadami. Aham, I am giving it to you. Tubhyam, to you. In English we will say to you, but actually what we mean is for you. I am giving it for you. That for is for Chaturthi Vibhakti. To is for Dvitiya Vibhakti generally. Okay? Getting it. So, Sampradhanarthe. First usage is Sampradhanarthe. Second, to show the purpose of action, Chaturthi Vibhakti is used. Kimartham. For what purpose? Example. Sainikaha desha rakshanaya yudhyante. Yudhyante. Sainikaha yudhyante. Sainikaha soldiers. Yudhyante fight. The soldiers are fighting. For what? Desha rakshanaya. Kimartham. For what purpose are they fighting? To protect the nation. Desha rakshanaya. Desha, nation, country. Rakshanaya, for the protection. For the purpose of protecting the nation, the soldiers are fighting, are waging war. Aham Samskrita Pathanaya Agataha Asmi. Aham Agataha Asmi. I have come here. For what? What is the purpose? Why are you coming here? Samskrita Pathanaya. For studying Sanskrit. For studying Sanskrit. You see, for the purpose of studying Sanskrit, I have come here. Desha Rakshanaya, Samskrita Pathanaya. So you see again Chaturthi Vibhakti is used for what? To show the purpose of action. What is the action? Action is Yudhyante, fighting. Action is Agata Asmi, have come here. This is the action. What is the purpose behind the action? That purpose is shown in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Am Bhojanaya Gacchami. Am Bhojanaya Gacchami. Right? Like that, you can create more sentences also. To show the purpose of action. Kimartham. the answer to the question kimartham. Kimartham means for what purpose? Why? Kimartham, why? Next, tadarthye chaturthi. Interesting. For whom action is performed? This is brilliant usage of some of chaturthi vibhakti. Tadarthye means tat arthi. For the sake of whom I am performing the action. Example, Raja janebhya tadagadi khanati. Raja means king. Janebhya, for people. Tadaga means ponds, water reservoirs. Tadaga adi, etc. Khanati, digs. So the king is creating water reservoirs for what? For whom? Janebhya, for people. So that action one person is performing, but for somebody else. So for whom the action is performed, that will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. One who is performing the action is the subject, will be in Prathama Vibhakti. Raja janebhya tadagadi khanati. Pita putraya dhanam sampadayati. Pita, father, dhanam, wealth, sampadayati, earns. The father earns wealth for whom? Putraya, for children. Okay, are you getting now the bigger context of Sanskrit now? Slowly we are expanding. First we were talking about subject, then subject and object, then instrument of action came. Now you see here a different way is coming. What? For whom we are doing, for whom we are offering something, for the purpose, to show the purpose of action, for whom we are performing some action, for whom anybody is performing any action. That is all also in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay, clear? These three usages are clear. Shall we go forward? Shall we go forward? Chal. Next one, Praptisthanam. This usage we had seen earlier only. Remember when in Dvitiya Vibhakti we had seen that the destination is indicated by Dvitiya Vibhakti, or at that time we had said that it can also be indicated by Chaturthi Vibhakti. That is what? With Gama Dhatu, Ramaha Vanaya Gacchati. Rama goes to forest. Aham Grihaya Gacchami, I am going home. Veeratma Swargaya Gacchati. The valorous person goes to Swarga, heaven, higher world. Okay. Earlier also we have seen Dvitiya Vibhakti can also be used. Vanam Gacchati, Griham Gacchati, Swargam Gacchati, that is also used. So when we had seen Dvitiya Vibhakti usage, that time we had seen it in Dvitiya Vibhakti and we had said that it can also be used in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Remember? So now same way it can also be. So basically to show the destination, Saptami Vibhakti is not used. Either Dvitiya is used or Chaturthi is used. Mostly Dvitiya is used. But since Chaturthi can also be used, we have studied. So when it comes in the scriptures, when it comes in the places that you are reading of Sanskrit, don't get confused. It can be used in Dvitiya or Chaturthi both. Okay. So Praptisthanam is the fourth usage. So Sampradhanarthe, Hetvarthe means Kimartham, Tadarthye, for whose sake, and now Praptisthanam, fourth. Then for showing or seeing something, for showing something or for seeing something, very interesting usage. Pita putram mrigashala darshanaya neti. Mrigashala darshanaya. Bhaktah devalayam ishvara darshanaya gacchati. The father is taking the son to see the zoo. Mrigashala. Mrigashala means zoo. Okay. Shala, school for animals. Mrigashala. Zoo. Basically Mrigashala means zoo. right? To show that the father is taking the son. To show. And bhakta devalayam Ishwara darshanaya gacchati. A devotee goes to devalaya. Devalaya means mandiram, temple. This goes to temple for what? To see Lord, to experience Lord. Okay, this usage is very close to the second usage that we have seen. Why? Because this is also showing the purpose of action. But since here the purpose is showing and seeing, we have separated out. You can club it with the second usage also, there is no problem. Right? Basically it is giving the purpose of action. Why a devotee is going to the temple? To have darshan of Bhagavan, to see the Lord. Okay? That also can be used. So for showing or seeing something. Now, this is very interesting. Yasmai rochate. Yasmai, for whom rochate, something is rochate. Rochate means likes. Who likes something, that person that person will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Now, why I am saying this is interesting, because you can't translate such things in English. Let me explain. Balakaya dugdham rochate. Okay. Now, if I have to translate it into English, I have to say balakaya for the child. Dugdham, milk. Rochate is liked. But it will sound very funny. Actually, English, what it means, small children like milk. That's what it means. Children like milk. But the children or child, which is supposed to be the karta, the subject of the sentence, and therefore it is supposed to come in prathama vibhakti, but with this rochate, it will come in chaturthi vibhakti. Balakaya rochate. Ishwaraya bhaktihi rochate. So what is in prathama vibhakti then? What is the subject? Bhakti. Dugdham is the subject of the sentence. Is the subject of the sentence means that is in prathama vibhakti. Okay. Who likes is in chaturthi vibhakti. What that person likes is in prathama vibhakti. Yasmai rochate. This is a very, very unique usage of Sanskrit. Shri Ramaya Sita rochate. Sitaye Shri Ramah rochate. You can do it in any ways. Right? Yasmai rochate. Remember this unique usage. Yasmai rochate. In the same way, Yasmai darshayati. To whom it is shown. What is the purpose? What is shown? That of course is in Chaturthi Vibhakti, but even to whom it is shown, that also will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. As I said, Dugdham is in Prathama Vibhakti, not Dvitiya Vibhakti. Dugdham in the previous one, Balakaya Dugdham rochate is in Prathama Vibhakti. Now going back, to whom something is shown. Example, Shri Krishna Arjunaya Vishwarupam darshayati. To whom is he showing? Shri Krishna Vishwarupam darshayati. Lord Krishna is showing the universal form. To whom? To Arjuna. So ideally, so far whatever we have seen, according to that, Arjuna should be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. But no, it will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. For whom it is shown. Acharya Shishyaya Mokshamargam darshayati. The teacher is showing, darshayati, is showing the moksha marga, the path to liberation for the student or to the student. To whom it is shown, just as to who likes something, that is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. To whom something is shown, that person also will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. To whom it is shown. Okay? Are you getting it? To whom I am giving something, that also person will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. To whom I am showing something is also in Chaturthi Vibhakti. One who likes something, that also in Chaturthi Vibhakti. So this actually, this Yasmai Darshayati and the first usage of Sampradanarthe is that object, that karma is somehow coming in Chaturthi Vibhakti, not in Dvitiya Vibhakti. That's the special usage of Chaturthi Vibhakti. Whereas Yasmai Rochate is karta coming in, appearing in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Karta is coming in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Yasmai Rochate. Yasmai Darshayati, the object to whom something is shown, that is in Chaturthi Vibhakti, not in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Not in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Okay? Yasmai Rochate, Yasmai Darshayati. Few more usages. With the verbs in the meaning of causes or can cause. Kalpate, bhavati, sampadyate, jayate, in this such kind of verbs. Bhakti jnanaya kalpate. Bhakti jnanaya kalpate means what? Bhakti, devotion, kalpate, causes, creates, jnanaya, knowledge. So for knowledge, bhakti is the cause. Devotion is the cause. Devotion creates or can create knowledge. Bhakti jnanaya kalpate. Now please note that from here onwards in most of the vibhaktis, now the translation is going to become very, very abstract. It will not be exactly in line because such concepts are not there in English. Therefore you can't one-to-one create the translation. Bhakti devotion, jnanaya, for knowledge, kalpate, creates. Devotion creates for knowledge. What? There is no meaning like that. Devotion creates or can create knowledge. What it can create, that is in Chaturthi Vibhakti, therefore jnanaya. Dhanam punyaya sampadyate. Dhana, wealth, can cause punya, can create punya. When you share it with others, then dhana will give rise to punya. Punya means merits. The wealth will create merit for you when you distribute it to people. If you keep on holding to yourself and building bigger and bigger houses for yourself, then it will not cause any punya. Dhanam sukhaya jayate. Again, wealth can create happiness. Can create, can cause happiness. When you use it properly. When that wealth is earned in a righteous way. When you have wealth only as much as you require, then it will cause happiness. But this is a philosophical point. We are studying language. So language says, dhanam sukhaya jayate. Right? So wealth causes or can cause or can create sukha, happiness. So you see, with these kinds of verbs also, Chaturthi Vibhakti is used. Right? What does it cause? What causes is Prathama only. The subject of the sentence. What does it cause? That is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. So with these verbs also, Chaturthi can be used. Now again, very, very unique usage. With certain negative emotions, to show some negative emotions towards someone, towards whom the negative emotions are there, Chaturthi Vibhakti is used. What kinds of negative emotions? Anger, jealousy, envy, causing pain, etc. In such cases, suppose I am having that feeling towards somebody, that towards whom I am having the feeling, that person will be in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Example, Acharyah Shishyebhyah Krudhyati. Acharyah Krudhyati. Krudhyati means gets angry. The teacher gets angry. Towards whom? Shishyebhyah, towards students. So the anger is directed towards whom? Towards students. So that Shishya, plural, Shishyebhyah Chaturthi. Chaturthi Vibhakti Bahuvachan. Shishyebhyah Krudhyati. Pita Putraya Kupyati. Father gets angry, On the sun. In Sanskrit it will be on the sun, but in English it is putraya. Okay, we will see this is very, very, very interesting because we will see when we go to Saptami Vibhakti, the positive emotions only remain in Saptami Vibhakti. Means the person who is recipient of the positive emotion remains in Saptami Vibhakti. I have devotion for the Lord. No, in Sanskrit it will be in the Lord, or rather, how do we say? Mama bhakti ishware asti. We'll see that generally the locus should be in Saptami Vibhakti. So here also, if I am having anger towards somebody, that should be in Saptami Vibhakti. But because it is negative emotion, it comes in Chaturthi. If it is positive emotion, it will come in Saptami. We'll see at that time when we are seeing the usages of Saptami Vibhakti. This is very, very unique. Very unique this is. Pita putraya kupyati. Indra Gautamaya asuyati. Indra is jealous of Gautama. Indra, the king of the Devatas. Gautama was the Rishi. Gautama Rishi. Remember? Why was Indra jealous of Gautama? Why was he jealous of Gautama Rishi? Because Gautama Rishi's wife was Ahalya. And she was so, pativrata stri. She had so much of love and respect towards and loyalty towards her husband that Indra was jealous. And then Indra took form of Gautama and came. And we know what happened, the rest of the story. It's the same Ahalya who supposed to have become a stone, and by the touch of Sri Rama's feet, she revived her original form. Indra Gautamaya asuyati. Asuya means jealousy. Asuyati is jealous of. Now, you see, we will say is jealous of Gautama. But don't translate of Gautama means Gautamasya. No, don't translate it like that. Gautamaya. Why? Negative emotion is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Ravanaha Bibhishanaya irshati. Ravanaha Bibhishanaya irshati. Ravana is envious of Vibhishana. Ravana himself says so. Nobody else is saying. Ravana himself says so. If you read Ramayana, twice actually he says that, though I get angry on you and all these things, Ravana was the elder brother of Vibhishana, isn't it? And therefore he gives nicely left and right to Vibhishana also on occasions, but he says that, I am envious by the character that you are showing to follow dharma. I wish I could have been strong like that. He says, I am not saying anything. He is doing. Kaikeyi Bharataya druhyati, causes pain. Kaikeyi is causing pain for Bharata. Now this is again story from the scriptures, only from Ramayana. Kaikeyi was Bharata's mother, and without Bharata's knowledge, when Bharata was not there, Kaikeyi asked for the two boons, because of which Sri Rama had to go to the forest and Bharata had to become the king. And when Bharata comes, he is enraged. Why? Because he says, nobody has caused me pain as much as you. You are not my mother. You are my worst enemy. He says like that. Okay. So Kaikeyi Bharataya druhyati. Druhyati causes pain. So for whom she is causing pain, that is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Again here you see the recipient of the negative emotion is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Gautama, you see, Shishyebhya, Putraya, Gautamaya, Bibhishnaya, Bharataya. That recipient of the negative emotion is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. It's also very beautiful usage. That which is promised, that also is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Example, Netaraha Janan Dhanaya Vagdanam Kurvanti. Netaraha, leaders, politicians. Janan, to the people. Vagdanam kurvanti. Vak means speech. Dana means charity. They are giving speech means what? They are promising something to the people. What are they promising? Dhanaya. They are promising that they will get wealth. Who? The people will get wealth. That is how the leaders promise, isn't it? That which is promised. I promise you, what? You will get lot of wealth. You will come out of your poor and, what is that? Financial crisis. They promise. So what is promised is in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay. Netarah janan dhanaya vagdanam kurvanti. Okay. Like this, some 2-3 more usages are there, which we will see in the next session, and then we will see the examples also. Please don't forget to point out or to go through some chapters of Bhagavad Gita and see if there are any Chaturthi Vibhakti usages. There will be very few usages, mind you. It will not be like Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya. Prathama, Dvitiya was in every verse almost there is something in Prathama and something in Dvitiya. Tritiya Vibhakti, because of passive construction, etc., and because of Banina, this, that, etc., Tritiya Vibhakti also. Chaturthi Vibhakti will be less. So you have to really go through it and find out. Okay. Even if you don't find, you find out from some other places where you can see the usages of Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay. Sufficient for today. We'll stop for now. And next session we will continue with the Chaturthi Vibhakti usages and examples also we will see in the next class. Alright, chalo. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om.